Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome to Ask Think episode number 84, Monday, December 16th, 2013. And of course, you guys are wondering how many comments, well, actually, no, how many likes were on last week's video. And it was 2,136 likes, and Shady Boy Gillette got the closest with 2,134 likes. That's a really, really good guess. Now, I want to remind you guys that we're going to set another like target on this video, and we're starting to fall a little bit shorter than we have been lately, but we'll set it again at 2,000 likes. I know you guys will break it. Let's go. Go ahead and click that like button. Now, before we get to the questions, I want to remind you to leave your question in the comments below. Remember, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments on this video are closed, go to the most recent Ask Think and ask your question there. Now, on to the questions, and the first one is from Skygirl8319, and it says, for the next Ask Think intro, say hello Ask Think view. Well, I'll just say it. Hey Ask Think viewers, this is the show where your Noodle King answers your questions. That's really cute. All right, Sheena1234ization says, think if you put this on Ask Think, then last Sunday it was your 2-year anniversary on Insiders Network /Think Noodles, and that is correct. Yesterday, in fact, Sunday, December 15th, 2013 was my 2-year anniversary of starting my channel on YouTube, and I hit 180,000 subscribers. I think at that point a year ago, so December 15th, 2012, I had less than 20,000 subscribers. I was around, I would say around 18 to 19,000. So there are an additional about 160,000 of you in the last year. And that is amazing. I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me. You are amazing. Now, Jack Gaming asks about last week's Ask Think, sort of in a way, and it's, has to do with the title, Change of Plans. And it says, Think, when are you releasing the competition for the Noodle Planet World Tour? As you said, you might put it up this week, but you haven't. Well, guys, after I put up that video, I thought about it and I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to select people and create a contest and a competition? And I didn't want to create that environment and then only reward a couple of people, and I had no idea how I was going to choose people. It didn't seem like me, having people sort of fight for things, and I don't like that. So change of plans. What we're going to do, guys, instead of having a single Skype call with 4 or 6 people and doing the world tour, I had a better idea. And what I want to do is to sort of give the world tour video with, I still haven't thought of it completely yet, but I do have a server, a private server that has been provided to me by BeastNode, and it holds supposedly about 70 people. And what I was going to do, or what I was planning to do, is this Friday, gather together some of the people that I really wanted in it, and then sort of go on to Twitch and live stream and maybe ask some trivia questions about me and my channel. And those of you guys who are big fans, whoever answers them correctly first will get whitelisted on the server, and then we'll add people, and we'll get, I don't know how many. I mean, we could get up to 50 people on there, and then we would do the video with all you guys in it, and you could hear me on the live stream. The reason I don't want to do a Skype call is because I thought about it, and I thought about parental concerns of your parents finding out that, even though you said, oh, my parents said it's okay, it may not be. And it sounds a little bit weird that, an adult like myself was going to get on a Skype call with 5 or 6 younger kids and take them around my Minecraft world. I just didn't want parents to worry or have to worry about something like that. In this day and age, privacy is paramount, and I didn't want to do that. It just didn't sound right. So that is the plan going forward. On Friday, I'm going to do a live stream in the Noodle Planet on a server, and a lot of you guys will be in the video. I think that's more fair, and it's gonna be more fun rather than 4 or 6 people that you guys get to watch. It'll be more fun because more people will be able to participate, and you guys, I'll ask a trivia question, and whoever answers it first, my Nightbot will pick the first person who answers it correctly, and then you guys will get it, and the big fans will be the ones that will get in because they'll know the right answer to the question. Some will be easy, some will be hard, and if you guys watch my channel and you know stuff about me, and I know a lot of you do, you guys will get in, and I'll name each of you in the video and all that stuff. But yeah, that sounds like the best plan of action, and I hope you guys like it. BurnRay99 asks, think when someone buys your shirt, will you get the money? Very little of it. It's I don't know what the commission rate is. I think it's between 5 and 10%. So for example, if you bought a shirt, and that's from my Spreadshirt store, link in the description. If you bought a shirt from my Spreadshirt, and it was $19, I get about $1 to $1.50 from it. I think it's something like that, but you have to get over, I forgot, $50 total or $25 total to get anything. It's a bit complicated, but no, I do not get all the money at all. Random Vlogs says, did you know you have more fans than just your subscribers? It's because many young kids don't have YouTube accounts, but that doesn't mean they don't like you. Doesn't that make your day? You're right. I didn't even think about that. Mr. Sandman98 asks, why don't you switch AskThink to Twitter? Just make your own tag for each AskThinkEX. Hashtag AskThinkEp80, so nothing would be deleted and people could guess how many mentions would. What do you think? Well, see, that the thing about that is, although I am on Twitter, a lot of people aren't on Twitter, and it would make it kind of hard, or I guess exclusive to people who can't join Twitter or who don't want to join Twitter. It would force them to join Twitter and take them away from YouTube. I wouldn't want to do that because it would make someone else join another site, and I don't want to require that. So it is kind of a good idea because these comments getting deleted are super annoying. It's not the right solution. Gavin Henry says, do you ever get mad when you're playing Minecraft and you're answering questions and you die? Please, do you think you can put this on AskThink? I've tried a couple times and never been on it. Well, when I'm answering questions and playing Minecraft, those are 2 separate things. I always record the gameplay either before or after answering the questions, not during answering the questions. So you can see what I'm actually doing on my screen in the raw recording, which is also in the description. That is what's live on my screen when I'm actually recording. Zain Majumder says, what's the max number of questions from the same video from the same person? Well, I don't have a maximum. I try to keep it under 2, even if the person's asked a lot of good questions. I try not to do more than 2 because I know it would upset people. Jesse is a mess. He says, what if you cuss in a raw recording? No, I wouldn't do that. I'm very careful about that. So don't worry, that won't happen. Jonathan Rodriguez says, when you were setting up the Christmas tree, did any ornaments fall and break? Well, the first part, but not the second part. And the reason for that is they fell, but we use plastic ornaments because they're ball shaped. And we have a golden retriever who likes to fetch balls and carry balls around. So she sometimes thinks ornaments are, well, not tennis balls, but shiny plastic balls. So we got plastic ones just in case she were to pick one up, and she does, and drop it or something like that and smash it. She doesn't really, or maybe she might try and make it squeak because a lot of her tennis balls squeak, and then she would crunch it. But these plastic ones are not easy to break. MSP Maker and a Lover says, when you record a video, how do you keep track of the things you said already? I just use my memory. I don't know if you mean whether in that video I'm trying to keep track of whether I said something in that particular video or whether it's a question that I've asked on AskThink before, or answered on AskThink before. But yeah, I just use my memory. I don't really write anything down at all. Basil B says, so you use real trees for Christmas trees in New York? Well, some of us do. We do here. I love the way it smells, and my wife really, really, really doesn't think it's Christmas without a real Christmas tree. So we definitely always end up with a real tree. Daisy Hits says, "Hi, Think. Does it snow where you live?" The only time I ever got to see real snow was in second grade, but it's hard to remember. Snow just doesn't come to Louisiana that often, especially in South Louisiana. Yes, it does, and it snowed over the weekend. And I used to live in South Louisiana near New Orleans, and I remember it snowing, but it's very rare. You're right. The Blue Horse Gamer says, "Why is the smell of a newly printed poster or book smell so good?" It's funny you mentioned that because, I don't think it smells good. I know the smell you're talking about. I don't think it smells bad either. It's just a smell. But my wife loves that smell too. Whenever she gets a new book, I see her open it up and put her nose right in it to smell it. LPS Lexi, Bree, and Haunting Blue AJ says, "Think, is the Subway smelly? And are there rats in tacos?" Well, I'm sure there are rats in some tacos, and you probably wouldn't want to eat one of those. But no, the Subway is usually not that smelly. It does get really hot in the summer, but no, it's really not that smelly, even though it's underground. Shaney Boy Gillette asks, "What time is it when you're reading this?" It is currently 1:07 p.m. Ryan Ali asks, "Hey, Think, I have a Mac and I recorded videos, but no voice. How can I get my voice in without a microphone?" You can't. Unfortunately, that's the only way to capture your voice. Now, if you have a Mac and it is a laptop, there is a built-in microphone and you can capture your voice. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to. TNT Snipers AC says, "Do you think that anyone could become a YouTuber, and what would the basic requirements be? Recording gear and personal stuff." Yeah, I do believe anyone could become a YouTuber. You just have to be very social and animated. In order to be a successful YouTuber, anybody could be a YouTuber, but to be successful, when you need to be animated and happy and fun. The basic requirements would be for recording gear is a computer that is capable of recording. That means recording software. And then you would want to have a microphone as well. Karen Gill says, "Hi, Think, I just lost 2 teeth yesterday. It hurt so much." Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't remember my teeth hurting that much when I lost them when I was younger, but did you get anything from the tooth fairy? Awesome. Dunk asks, "Think, what do you use the most? Google, Bing, or Yahoo?" I use Google the most, and it's been that way probably ever since Google came on the market. I think before that, I used something that you guys probably have never even heard of, which is Alta Vista. Isa Rao says, "Don't know how to say this thing, but the secret video you posted on your channel, well, what if he watches it?" Well, I actually recorded that a few weeks ago when Gemma originally asked me to do it, and then I just left it on my channel as private until Dan saw it and published the version that I gave to Gemma on his channel. Once I saw that, then I published my secret building video. Dora the Explorer asks, "Think, ever since Minecon, have you met any of your fans in New York City?" Nope, not yet. Alex Hernandez asks, "Have you been to both Yankee stadiums?" No, I never went to the original Yankee Stadium, but I have been to the new one. Harold Onicus MC asks, "What do you think about orca captivity?" I think it's bad for these intelligent creatures. Hope there will be a law against orca captivity soon. I agree with you, and I am not in support of orca or dolphin captivity. These are intelligent animals who travel in pods and families, and a lot of times they're taken away from their families and put in these environments that really, although they are well fed, not necessarily well taken care of, or their needs of being in the open ocean are not being provided to them, and they live solitary, lonely lives. That just, I kind of feel the same way about certain animals in zoos as well. It's a shame. And I agree with you 100%. I see all these Dolphin Discovery and Dolphin Cove and those types of things. And while I think it's amazing to be able to interact with these amazing animals, I never ever go to them, only because I don't agree with the captivity of these intelligent creatures. Jonathan Rodriguez asks, did you and your wife get married in a church? No, we didn't. If you watched my Draw My Life, I tell you exactly where we got married. And if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link in the description to my Draw My Life. Gabriela Scribite asks, how do you say difficult names so perfectly? Try to say my second name because no one in my class can do it. I hope I got close. I doubt that I did, though. George Lantoni asks, think you've probably been asked this, but have you ever been to the Museum of Natural History? If so, I've been there so many times, and it's my favorite museum by far. I have been there really only once, and I really liked it too. And of course, my favorite exhibit, and I'm probably guessing at yours, but I think it's a pretty good guess that it's probably the dinosaurs exhibits. At least for me, that was definitely the highlight of the Museum of Natural History. Tia Blaylock asks, ever hear the Robin Burger? It's actually in New York City, but I hear it's a lot for it. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's a real thing. Yes, it was introduced a little bit after the Cronut, and it was introduced at the Smorgasburg in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, which is this sort of, what do you call it? Sort of like a fair, and they have different vendors bringing food that they make. And that was one of them. And I think the guy he only made like 100 per day. And you had to get in line just like the Cronut. And I know people were selling them on Craigslist for crazy prices, but I totally want to try one because they say that the burger is so good and it's marinated in some like miso type of marinade. And then they cook it and then they sort of like fry the noodles, but they're still a little bit, they're not fried super hard, but hard enough to form a burger. And then when you eat it, the juices from the burger get absorbed by the ramen, and it's supposed to be amazing. Nashida Shirlene asks, can you please speak in Indonesian? Please, 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 please. I'm from Indonesia. Okay, apa kabar? And then you ask me, or then you say baik, and then you ask me apa kabar, and I say baik, and let's see, I ask you where you're from, dari mana? It's hard to have a conversation with myself, but I hope that that helped you hear some Indonesian on my channel. Nabalazes asks, do you have speakers to listen to some of your music from your Mac, or do you just have headphones? Well, when I play the games on my channel, I always use headphones because I feel like the speakers will feed back through my microphone and mess up the audio. So I always use headphones for that. But when I'm just listening to music, I have an AirPlay speaker. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a wireless speaker on my Wi-Fi network. Luan Marika says, think your outro has nothing to do with Pop Tropica. Well, that's true on this one. This outro, of course, is a Minecraft-related outro because most of my videos are Minecraft. Now, on my Think Noodles 2 channel, of course, Club Penguin channel only, so Club Penguin outro. And when I do have Pop Tropica videos, and if you watch the most recent one, which is the preview for Mock Tropica Island, there is a Pop Tropica only outro. And I do that, and I try and link other Pop Tropica videos, but usually those are so far apart that I can't quite, although with Road to Captain Think Noodles, I can cross-link those. But yeah, I do have a Pop Tropica themed outro for my Pop Tropica videos. Taps Plays asks, what version is Hexen on? It is on 1.5.2. Super Cool Club Penguin asks, hey, I was wondering if you're in creative mode and you have a spawner, do you need to spawn a zombie to get the baby zombie chicken thing? Yes, that's how you, that's the best way to do it. If you're in creative mode, you could just use the zombie spawn eggs, and I think the chance is like 1 in 1,000 or maybe 5 in 1,000, but it's a very low chance of getting one. So you'll have to spawn a ton of zombies and you will eventually get the baby zombie chicken thing. Futuristic MC says, how did you get the purple name on the hive? I really want it. The only way to get that is VIP status, and that's whether you're a YouTuber with 25,000 subscribers or greater, or if you have built a map on the Hive. Map builders get the VIP status as well. Jonathan Rodriguez says, have you ever realized and felt guilty for possibly killing your own fans on the Hunger Games in Minecraft? Yes, of course. There was an episode of my Hunger Games a few months back, I think, where I almost killed a subscriber and then realized it just in time, and then we went on to win. Anna H asks, have you ever played Pixelmon Minecraft? If you haven't, you should. Please put on ask, because I've never been on. I haven't, and I have to admit, you guys, I don't know much about Pokemon. So I feel like if I had played Pixelmon on my channel, you guys would think I was kind of dumb. Is it? I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to play or anything like that. I mean, I would play. It's just that I feel like I don't know enough about Pokemon at all, and I would totally just fail. Alex Monday says, Dear Think, what's the difference between an ender chest and a regular chest in Minecraft? Well, a regular chest, you can put it down, and when you break it, all the stuff falls out. With an ender chest, once you create it, you put stuff in it, it's in there forever, technically. Even if you break that chest, if you go and make another one or put another one down, or put itself back down if you used a Silk Touch pickaxe, because you need a Silk Touch pickaxe or Silk Touch axe to get the ender chest, or a Silk Touch pickaxe, because it's made from stone, technically. So yes, Silk Touch pickaxe, you can pick it up and put it back down, and the stuff will still be in there. In addition, if you leave that one there and you make another ender chest and you put it down somewhere else, anywhere else, whether it be the end, the nether, anywhere else in the overworld, you will have all the same stuff as you put in the first one. And if you put it in the second one, it'll appear in the first one as well. It's sort of a shared inventory in the cloud. Anna McClinton says, how do you fix your launcher if you get Minecraft for free and you can't go to any version past 1.52? Is there a way? My friend got Minecraft for free and he can't get on a server. Please answer if this is not deleted. Well, here's the thing. You can't get Minecraft for free unless it's a cracked version, and cracked versions are not legal versions. So that's why you can't get on any servers with it or upgrade it, is because it's not a legitimate copy of Minecraft. In order to get it and update it, you have to get the real copy, and it's not free. I'm sorry. Gerald Bidgood says, what is that weird sword in slot 1? And he's referring to last week's gameplay, which was Hexit in the background, and that was an Ender giant sword. Jose Perez says, how come in your survival let's play on episode 79 you started to eat cooked beef? Well, I had this steak left over in one of my chests and I didn't want to go down and get bread, so I grabbed it. It's just, that was already cooked. I haven't killed any cows or tried to eat any more. It's just that was already there. Kieran Antonio says, hey, Think Noodles, may you do some more mod reviews. Keep calm, noodle on. Yes, I really plan to, guys, and I know I've said that for the last couple of months, and it's coming. I promise it'll probably be after Christmas, maybe even after New Year's, but I have big plans for it, and that's why it's taking me so long to put it all together. Nita Paula Skate asks, answer me this. If you enter a shop and it shows a poster of you and Pop Tropica, Minecraft, and Club Penguin, and it says, our hero, the best, or he has swag, will you? 1, thank the shopkeeper for displaying a poster. B, tell him to remove it. 3, give a autograph. 4, ask if he or she wants to play Minecraft, Club Penguin, or Pop Tropica with you. 5, nothing. 6, film it and put it on your channel saying that you have swag. Well, I would probably thank the shopkeeper for displaying the poster, give an autograph, and ask if they want to play Minecraft, or Club Penguin, or Pop Tropica. Sebastian Clivon asks, are you going to have modded Minecraft like Captain Sparkles? Because I want you to do it. Well, technically, Hexit is a modded Minecraft survival. Club Penguin Lols asks, hey, did you ever get tired during UHC? Yes, and by the end, you just want to go and take a nap. You are completely spent after UHC. Try2 says, by the way, in 1.8, they're adding a blood dragon. No mods. It's found in the nether, and I think it's a boss. Answer your question? Well, I don't know what's going to be in 1.8. I do know that they're having a difficulty lock setting, which is awesome because I saw it on Dinnerbone's page that you'll be able to lock it supposedly per world. So I can go onto my Noodle Planet, I could put it on hard mode and click the lock button so that when I go into a creative world and I switch it to peaceful because I don't want mobs breaking some contraption or some build I'm trying to make and test out, and then I go back to my Noodle Planet, it's still on hard mode and I don't, maybe lose one of, well, I guess all my named mobs are peaceful mobs anyway. So, or peaceful mobs. So it wouldn't matter much anyway. But I know that in other people's Let's Plays, Ethos specifically, he lost his charged creeper Jeff because of exactly this. He went into his creative world, put it on peaceful to test out some redstone, went back into his survival world, and it made Jeff despawn because that's a hostile mob, and he didn't know until it was too late, and then he was gone. So yeah, I like that. I don't know what else they're adding to 1.8 though. The next couple of people are asking about the 80th episode of my survival Let's Play, which was almost devastating. I mean, it was devastating. It depressed me. It made me sad. You guys can tell. It was just a complete shock. I didn't know what to do. And if I didn't have a backup, I mean, I was to the point when none of the backups were working. I was ready to, I mean, I don't think I would have ended the series, but it definitely, I'm not going to lie, it ran across my mind like, well, that's it. What would have happened, I guess, it would be episode 81, a new start, and we would have started in a new world all over because basically that's what that would have been. I mean, we would have lost all of our important resources, everything that we had discovered. And it would have been, even if I'd continued, it would have been kind of restarting a lot of it. And it would have been just hard for me to deal with, guys. So it really, really scared me. And I'm sure it scared you guys. And I remember all the time reading, this update destroyed my world and, or destroyed my kids' world, and they cried all day. And I was like, oh, that's really sad. But, I can't imagine that, that I would get so attached. But I am. I've been playing that world for a year now. And for me to just lose that, just gone, it was emotional. I'll just say that. Mighty and Knight asks, what do you think of the new Hive lobby? I think it's awesome, and I think it was very necessary because having the two hubs separate just didn't make sense. So the fact that they've combined the arcade and the survival games and all that stuff together, I think was a great idea on their part, and it should promote more interaction between the games and make it easier for people to find them. Cat Rock says, I find it very funny when in every single game someone says GG. So every single game is good. Instead of that, shouldn't people just say bad game when there is one? No, it's all about sportsmanship. Even if it was a bad game, and even if the other team maybe you were playing against did horribly, you still say good game. I mean, that's what happens. Say you're on a baseball team, right? And you guys go and you clobber the other team. It's a 12-1 or something like that. At the end of the game, what do? You guys shake hands, say good game. Thanks for, well, you don't say good game, thanks for playing, because that sounds kind of mean. But you say good game, it was fun playing against you guys, and that's sportsmanship. And it's the same here. Always be a good sport. Lexi Teeter says, music note. Thinky Noodle went to town riding on a copie, sat her down and waved her by and bought her macaroni. Yankee Doodle, Thinky Doodle, which is way better than what they should call it. But if they knew you back then, that's what they would call it, but still rage. I love it. And that was the first time I sang it, so it's probably really bad. But anyway, you guys get the idea. All right, guys, that's it for this week's Ask Think. Please don't forget to leave your question in the comments below so I have something to answer next week. Also, don't forget our likes target of 2,000 likes. I need your guys' help to get up there, so please click that like button. Don't forget the live stream that I'm going to have on Friday. Don't worry, I'll publish a video here on YouTube letting you know when the Twitch live stream has started and when the questions are going to start being asked. I'll give you guys a few minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes to get over there and answer the questions and all that stuff. So I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, noodle on!